What's up, you guys? This is Donetta, aka D.E. Williamson. Of course, I'm here to chew bubblegum and talk ish, but I am not doing a review as far as a movie review, and I am not doing any type of rants or ravings in regards to the social economic status and the lifestyles of the rich and insufferable. I just finished another book on Bookbolt. So I'm not sure who's using Bookbolt, if you've used it, if you're having fun on it, if you've made any money from it. I haven't. I've only sold like 2 copies of 2 other books, and that was from a family member. So thank you so much for your support. But I did just I saw this on looking at a Bookbolt or looking at somebody else's video where they were talking about creating blank comic books. And I was like, oh my God, that's like such a great idea, because I can literally create a blank comic book myself and just put it in the book and use it myself so that way I can create my own comic strip. Why not, right? So I decided to go ahead and create one and then just have it on Amazon. And I use so many different templates and guided panels. I combined guided panels and panels together so that way I can have a large variety of panels and templates to use. I also added some extra incentives in this book, okay? So this is the book. And of course I have it for kids, children, and adults. So that's the reason why I'm using the different, photos there. But this is a creative comic adventures, a blank comic book for kids and adults. And here it gives you some information because it is a low content book and I do not have my own ISBN. Amazon is going to place this in low content, whereas you won't have a look inside. But underneath this book, I will create the A+ content where you can see what is included in the book. Also, when you're doing the low content, they don't give you the front and back cover, which you can see here what will mostly be in the book. I have some bubbles in the book, like I stated, guided panels, but it's not all over the templates. So you're going to have some blank templates without any text bubbles where you can utilize and input your own text bubbles wherever you want to put them. Some of the guided templates and or panels that I received using multiple resources that are free to me to use already have those items in their templates, and I cannot erase those. But just like the book states, you're going to have story prompts, guided panels, fill in the blank comics, and that's my added incentive because I have not seen, looking through and researching other blank comic books, I didn't see anyone that added the fill in the blank comics, whereas you're getting your own images. I'm putting images in the book and you can create your own funny dialogue. You just be creative and create your own dialogue in the fill in the blank comics, and then you have over 100 templates. So, and I counted, I made sure that with everything that I added as far as the cover page, the disclaimer page, the introduction page, any of my images in the fill in the blank comics part, you still have at least over 100 templates to play with in this book, okay? And because I left it as with coloring pages, okay, the book, of course, the cost of printing is going to be high on Amazon's end, so the price that I had to put the book is up at a price. Because that was the minimum is what they wanted, and I just upped it just a couple of cents. And then you have your page for the awesome creator who owns this, and then you get to create and start working on the book. I kept it colorful. I didn't want it black and white because I just hate that. So I kept it where the resources and everything, like the text bubbles and resource examples that you have here to add text. All of this is me adding this into the Bookbolt creator tool. Me, looking for little comic strip cartoons to put in there. So I put this in there. I added the text. And what did I say? I said story starter prompts. Not a lot of blank comic books are offering this. So you get to have I think it's 5 5 story starter prompts where you get to get some information to help you out to get your creative juices flowing. So you get to design a comic strip featuring a talking whatever. Imagine a superhero, create a comic strip about. So this is giving you that added incentive to get started if you don't have the ideas already flowing. And then of course, these are some of the blank pages. Some of them are going to be with the gray outline, and some of them I created on my own with the black outline. And again, some of these I added panels within panels, so that way it could be a different take on the panels that were provided to me, and you can have a difference. So this is with the gray added in with the black outline, and that is going to be throughout the entire book. See, these are different panels all throughout the book, and that's over 100. And I kept playing with it, and inputting and modifying these panels so that way I can create different panels and make it a unique book. But of course, nobody's gonna know it's a unique book if they don't purchase it. So, but I know it's a unique book, and I'm gonna use it for myself, and then I'm gonna buy some copies for, 3 little people that I want to be creative just like me. And they are creative just like me. My nephew, he comes up with the craziest stories. So I asked him, I said, if I get you a blank comic book, would you use it? He was like, yeah, I would. I'll start working in it. So that's when I came up with the idea, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and finish. I'm going to do it. And these, what I just showed you, these are the pages that come with the guided panels. These are text bubbles and resources that I can't modify and take out. So they are there because I wanted to use different panels throughout the book. And I did not use, the only thing I regret, it hasn't gone up yet. I don't want to add any more pages to it, but once you start getting, I didn't put a contacts or a table of contents in the book. I have sections like this. I think I have like 3 sections like this where you have 2 distinct panels, and I added some comic strips here. I added these, and so that way you can use here to create your own avatars and characters that you can use throughout the book. You can place whatever characters you create here and then recreate them throughout the book in your comic strip. And here's the page that begins where it's going to tell you, hey, here's your fill in the blank comics. Add your own story to the images and the panels. Be creative and have fun. And then you got a little idea. This is just an idea of what I came up with. So I added these images myself with the text bubbles. Again, some of these text bubbles are already in the panels or tab, and you can add additional text bubbles in there. And those are just my images, and I thought that they were funny to use, but I mean, it could just be me that thinks that they're funny, but look at their faces. I thought this was so funny. So what is he saying? What is he saying to him or whatever? So I just thought that was really funny. And that's like different. I use different images throughout the book that you can create your own, fill in the blank, your own dialogue or whatever they're doing that you think that they're doing or what's happening in the book. It would be so fun to see other people actually fill in these blanks, and it'd be like a group or something. You come together, you share what you put in those images as far as what they were saying or what you thought they were doing. That would be fun. But I don't know, I don't know who's listening or who's gonna watch this, but if you can comment below and then we can like share or go somewhere and share it, that would be awesome. Or you create your own video. So again, this is a creative blank comic book with fill in the blank comics where you can add your own dialogue and story text with over 100 templates, guided panels that I modified and infused together with other panels, and story prompts to help you. So if you're using Bookbolt, I'm not sure if anybody else is using Bookbolt, but I'm having fun using Bookbolt. I haven't made any money on Bookbolt. I just added some ads through the marketing page. So as far as click or impressions to see how many times that people get to see my ad to click on the book. to see if they want to purchase it or not. The only two that I currently have, and these are my copies that I will use if I want to set up like a table or booth somewhere to show that I am a content creator and a book author. For that, my business name, and once generally, I haven't done the LLC, but I've created the name with my website. I've purchased the domain, etc., so no way nobody else can use it, which is Right On Sister Girl. And of course, you have my author name, D.E. Williams. So I put this one under both my author name as well as my business name. But these are just under my Right On Sister Girl, where I created these an activity book for Black History 365. So it's nothing that you need to do in regards to needing it just for Black History Month. You can get into this book at any time, okay? And this is just, I put so many activities in the book, crossword puzzles, names that you can figure out and put here, and then there's an answer key to every page right behind it. I didn't put it at the end of the book. I put it right behind each page, so that way it could be easier and you're not flipping through to see. I got one with as far as the early African civilization, Black athletes who transformed American sports, different things. And I came up with the questions that I took from question and answer sheets that I found, Googling them. So these were not all generic. And then throughout the book, I also have some information like this, which is totally going to be different because this is our own book. It's your own book. And I kept some of the pages colorful that I didn't change. On some of the crossword puzzles, I used images like this. It's a unique way to, have the book if you have it. Just like this, quotes from other people in that book. And then, of course, I have the my journal. And the journal, the low content book, this is the only one. The activity book is the only one that you can actually see a look inside. I did on the author's page under this book, I added A+ content so that way you can see what's inside the journal. And this is me coloring, so it's a black and white coloring page image. And then I have the monthly gratitudes with the affirmations here. And I didn't realize I started writing in this. And so, see? And it's just going to be, the affirmations are just for 12 months with the gratitude. And then throughout the page, you have this. Because it's a journal, it's a low content book for the user to add what they want into the book. So that is a total of 3 books that I've created using Bookbolt under Right On Sister Girl. That creative studio is that name. Under my actual author name, I have actually 3 fiction tale books that I have. A novella, and the other ones are like just ebooks, short ebooks with maybe like a couple of stories in them. And they're not long. They're only like 99 cents as far as an ebook, or you can get it from the Kindle for free. So there we are for that. And I'll of course post this. So I'm looking to create more books and do more fun things in the future, as well as finish 2 screenplays, at least 1, and 2 of my novels that I've been working on, or at least 1 that I've really come a close distance to finishing, to add those to my Amazon KDP Author Central channel as well. So until the next time, if you're also using Bookbolt and you I've looked through so many videos with other people who are using Bookbolt. There's a lot of people that I love to watch who have so much information. They also give you information as far as the ads and how the ads run and how much they've put into the ads, how much they've made for their revenue and all of that, because it is really a business. So it's either you have fun doing it and you're just doing it for fun. And again, I always order my own copies. so that way I can have them even though they have this, and then I'll be ordering more copies. So I don't know if I will ever do like a booth and sell some copies, or try to sell some copies at a function and or event. I may, I don't know. But me trying to do the ads is trying to see if people are interested at least in viewing these books and, you know, clicking on it or seeing if it's something that they want to purchase. So right now I'm just having fun using this tool because it's a great idea. You know, you can make money from it. You don't, who knows? I mean, that's just like trying to start a business. You may do good, you may not, you know, it is what it is. I'm a content creator. I want to create as much as I possibly can because I'm a creative person, and that's how I pretty much relieve a lot of stress in my life. And so I'm doing it, you know, really for myself. And if I can make money from it, okay. If I can't, you know, it is what it is. I can't, you know, cry like, oh my God, this is me. And, you know, no, I don't have like a rich or wealthy spouse. It's just me. So yeah, I still have to have a 9-to-5 job. Okay. So until the next time, thank you for tuning in. If you're tuning in, I really appreciate it. Have an awesome day.